Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Los Angeles Rams. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Here we go, Coach. Here we go.
Here's Goff now on second down. And Steeler pressured too much here. He's going down. Bud Dupree. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. Third and long. It's Goff. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now Brown. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. It didn't happen on that play.
They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his third and 1. On third and 1, it's Roethlisberger. He rifles one that's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on third down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
Here's Gurley. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Bud Dupree in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a third and long. Now Goff. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be fourth down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. They were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
And hurdling into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Looking for Woods that time.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. Room here to run. And he will bring it back. It's an interception returned for a Rams touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Zerline good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Steelers' offense now, they head back onto the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Hurry up, let's go!
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but there must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
Now it's Roethlisberger. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Roethlisberger. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Garland. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out. Another carry now for Garland. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Goff now looks to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And down inside the 15 he goes. First down, L.A. Goff finding Higbee.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
76, come on. 76. 76.
The throw on second down is gone. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them. It feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Mark Barron in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No spacing.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Now, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. John Johnson with the INT. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now a handoff for Gurley. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Rams on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Now it's Goff off the bootleg. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st down, it's gone. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Gurley. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They'll try and push it in with Gurley into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. A bit of a surprise. They're going for it with 2 ticks remaining. No sign of the field goal unit. The carry here for the big tight end. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Gerald Everett as time expires in the first half. And the Rams add on to their lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Able to spin free. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives them a new set of downs. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes is quite a surprise.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Mark Barron, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Time to establish the run game here. Gurley fights through at the 5. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here's Gall. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. Hey, switching gears for a second, halfway through the preseason, any big takeaways that you've seen so far, Charles?
No, just a few come to mind. Number one, the roster of 90 that stays that way throughout preseason, I think is a boon for every team, because you can practice a little bit better, get a few more things done because you have more bodies, and those guys get to get on tape for 4 preseason games, so I think that's really good. The other part is normal execution, struggle a little bit. Early in the season, guys trying to get it back together. And last but not least, the practice of coming together with another team, 2 joint practices before a preseason game becoming more and more widespread, and you get a lot of really good competition in practice with the best versus the best from each team.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Let's go. Takes both of them. Double.
They go play action here on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Focus.
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now a first down carry by Bell. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Play action. Now Roethlisberger. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Washington from 13 yards out. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now? Those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bud Dupree in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation allows him to get home.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, gone. And this is going to be incomplete.
But sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
Here's Johnny Hecker now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. With it is Brown. Twisting away. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Double.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. On the left side is McDonald. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4.
Let's go. 4 down. Check. 44. Check 52.
Here's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for his big tight end there, Jesse James. And it's 3rd down.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well. And if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to get the 1st before he's taken down at the 36. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13. Well, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency.
Well, he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Mark Barron in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now Roethlisberger. And the pressure gets to him again. And Ndamukong Suh in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sack's on back-to-back plays. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger.
77.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Big. Focus. Left.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Aqib Talib, the veteran Pro Bowler, there to get a hand in, knock it away. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And some space here. Look, 20. Touchdown, LA.
Somebody call for the queen. Dagger.
I never killed anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning, I had me up by the morning, I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a sis by the morning, I got on a meat on the morning, the rats keep me up on the podium, I had a in my shoulder, you got a picture me, you got the picture me, Pacific ice on my ocean, ready for war like I'm Russian, ladies should never the luggage, my diamonds they tussling, my neck and my belly, they calling for me and they, you want me like me and I look, yeah, her Rex on her, yeah, B-Rex better calm down, yeah, if you go around, come around, yeah, whole squad, yeah, squad goes on me, yeah, make some orange gel on my toes, yeah, Farrakhan glass for the chosen, yeah, you can go and get mad, jumping in the bed with 2 dark team, man, who's you, my shawty pulling up with a real bad, you too, dripping my swag, do about tag on, I got it in the bag, man, I'm getting all type of cash, I'm a general true, I never killed anybody, but I got something to do with that, I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the, I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up, it was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it, I made me some rest in the morning, I had me up by the morning, I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a sis by the morning, I got on a meat on the morning, the rats keep me up on the podium, I had a in my shoulder, you got a picture,
You got a picture me. Send me calling. Ready for war like Korea. Headlining shows out in Poland. You should be cleaning my mansion. My peasants disgusting. Why don't you act like a Hoffman and go get to dustin'? Yeah, latex